Hello and welcome back to the Wolfpack podcast. I don't know if it's still called that after so many months. Last time, is it podcast? I don't even remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, I mean, we started out focusing on the word podcast. Yeah, it's
Podcast.
podcast, bro. Oh my god, podcast.
It's been basically
I have an
Come on.
MBA.
I think the last video I checked was 9 months ago. What has been happening in the last 9 months?
I'll just start.
That was a
Our
rhetorical question.
family from 2 became 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
From his
And
side.
then
Oh, that's a good start.
That's the biggest point we have.
exactly
We have
9 months, right?
we have a
and
fourth
then,
member missing.
And then
He's there in spirits.
somebody's family from 1 became 2.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, you didn't tell us.
2 bodies, 1 soul.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, we lost our fourth member, Derek, or Triple D or Double D. I have to go back and watch the video. He was caught selling fake Mallu movies and Hura.
Oh, the topic for the day is toxic friends.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Toxic friends or toxic relationships. Either choose your poison.
No, I think I'll stick to toxic friends.
So let's begin with a very simple one. How do you define toxic relationships or friendships? As such?
I'll let Brati start. Yeah.
Basically, you can say toxicity, basically, which changes your perspective towards, or there's a thing like you get influenced by something which
In a
will-
bad
in
way.
a bad way, yes, influence in a bad way, which will like give complications along the road between your friends, your family. I define it like that. Like, not a good healthy relationship, you can say. So basically, that's the thing. Straight simple answer.
I would also say the same thing. Something that affects your uh, health or your time in a negative way. That adds nothing to your mutual understanding of each other. It's pretty toxic, I would say. And in fact, if it adds nothing, then also it is a net positive. But if it negatively affects you, then it goes towards the toxic. I would say
Yeah.
level. I want to hear Melvin this one.
Yeah, Belvin, just please
Toxic
elaborate. Like,
friendships,
what do you think?
relationships.
What is your perspective towards toxic friends?
So, like, what I think about toxic friends is, or just about like anything, when you associate the word toxic or toxicity is anything that drains your mental energy or yeah, something like, I mean, I can't relate to fission or plutonium and all. It's like kryptonite for Superman.
Kryptonite for Superman. The thing
No.
you're trying to say basically in
Kryptonite.
other
It's
words,
like like those. It's anything that goes in a loop where there's no productivity, like Surya mentioned. Surya
okay.
mentioned.
So
There's nothing. There's no progress. It's just running around in circles, and you're just tiring out. And
There is no progress. I
yeah,
would
like
say,
the energy drain or
no
something.
matter
like
how
you
much time you spend on them or with
Exactly.
them to address some issues, they will never understand or they will never rectify.
you will reach nowhere.
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
Is that what you're
He's
trying to
correct in
say?
saying
Yeah.
it will go in a circle.
it's a loop basically. So you also like down the line think about it. Like usually what is considered. I know it's not the topic, but what is considered as a positive friendship is where you either like have a not a role model but something similar to it in a friend that you find where you can incorporate a few good ideas that you have about him and like use it him or her they them or whatever where you can like have someone to look up to the good qualities. So that's like a positive thing. Now toxic ones are like usually they're like it's a mess where you have to intervene, but when you do that you're gonna put a lot of energy and there's nothing in return. I'm not talking about like something in
Yeah,
material.
Yeah, you
what,
be-
what you're trying to say is like they'll drain you.
Exactly. It's like not just at the topic like coming back to it. It's like toxic friends. It's the same way we have toxic books, we have toxic movies. So it's not just the person, but anything that associates where you don't, it doesn't, like before you do it and after you do it, if you are the same, like, in values or whatever it is, and if it doesn't add to your growth, I think that's toxicity. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like physical.
So you're saying is
yeah.
like it will drain you. It will like take the energy out of you.
Yeah, to a point where then down the line you feel like it's normal. Then you don't get to realize that this is not right, or this is where you don't deserve it. or
Yeah,
something.
better to maintain certain like
Yeah, but the problem is everybody. If like people or book or movies come with the label toxicity, we can avoid them. But what happens is usually why it's kind of like
They don't
an
come with a
issue.
review, but books and all, you can search online and say people will be there to give their comments on it. Like this book is not worth your time, or this book is not good for
that's
your
like
mental
basic.
health.
Yeah, the reviews, which
So
I don't
people
usually
don't have that, which brings
Yeah.
me to the next point. What are the red flags of a toxic relationship slash friendship for you guys?
I'll let
you
Muradi.
will not come to know until you been with one.
Exactly. What I mean is now, if you have been in one, looking back, what would your be sign? What would the signs be for the future?
In the beginning, everything is roses and rainbows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roses and rainbows.
You can't judge anybody in the beginning. You will only know a person in due time. Because
Yeah, I mean,
you
that's
will have a past experience of a toxic relationship or a friendship. But when you meet a new person, you can't judge the person just by meeting a couple of times. You need to go hang out with them, and have a proper conversation. You need to
But-
go forward,
but-
and then once you realize their behavior or their
Okay.
behavior towards others.
Yeah,
or
that's
behavior-
something. What the behaviors like? For example, the first time you didn't realize, you let the person do it 10 times. But the second time, you should not let them do 10 times, right? The same behavior. You should
It's like what they
be
say,
wary
right?
at the
That's
third
the-
time or the fourth time, the same thing. If they try to pull something over your eyes, right?
Yeah. No, but then what about the fact that since like when you mentioned that you can't judge a person like the first time, but it's also a followed thing a lot in the society where the first impression is the best impression they see about it. Like so, when you see a person the first time, I feel like you can
That
tell
is
if this
very
person.
sensationalized, I would say. By the way, it is first. It's more corporate. By the way, first impression is the last impression. No,
I don't
it's
believe
not,
in it,
circumstances are different.
but
always.
these things are like very deep rooted, like
In society, yeah, but
Yes,
it's
so
it's
it's part
not
of the
true.
surrounding.
In regular day life, I don't believe in it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree to it, but like
There are many
since
times I have come out worse in a situation. Then second or third time you meet a person, they have a different view of you, and later down the line they go and say, "Oh, when I first met you, or the first time I met you, it was so and so. I didn't think you were this."
usually,
But afterwards, yeah. So
that's the usual case actually.
What
Like,
do you
Yeah.
think? How do you define a toxic person, whether they are introvert or extrovert?
can be both, but I feel, in my opinion, extroverted, they are more uh, capable of doing it. Not that they are more, but they are more capable.
I
of
mean,
doing it.
I think it's both is possible because
Yeah,
it has
both is
nothing to do with
possible,
the
100%.
because an introvert also could be a person who's overthinking a lot. And
But yeah,
It
it
could
will be
be
very
also-
hard for them
Yeah.
to initiate the friendship or relationship. An extrovert can do that easily.
Okay.
Easily.
Yeah, I
like
get it.
they can build.
He's more extrovert
outgoing.
person. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
more like
outgoing.
conversation or driven.
Yeah.
Or you can say
Yeah.
is, what do
the
you call it?
initiator or something.
Usually for an introvert, the relationship will come towards them, and then they will start the toxicity, like manipulation, gaslighting, and
Extrovert
such.
guys, you can just feel the aura.
Yeah.
Like his behavior towards others, like damn.
For example, they backbite you, or they like gaslight you. They manipulation is there. You find out later on that they said something and it wasn't true. As such, these are all.
To be very
possible from
honest,
both.
I feel like all these, these gaslightings or manipulation or whatever it is, I feel like everybody goes through it, like they experience it, and plus we also have at one point of time done this also. Like
Of course, yeah.
we're not immune from producing these emotions also. I mean, if you call this an emotion, I feel like it's in a different spectrum. Like,
If
where,
it's for example,
yeah.
if it's not a force of habit, or if it doesn't hurt the other
No,
person,
it also sometimes it could also be like like a defense mechanism where if you've been projected these things on, you have a tendency to rub it off on others also. Sometimes
then you
with
have to
your
work on yourself.
exactly.
To be honest,
So
you should not put others through something that you do not want to go yourself.
yeah, I mean,
This is my thing. You should not do that. If you don't like, let's just go in the highway. You don't want someone beaming you from behind. You shouldn't beam someone else. Or people have the mindset, oh, he beamed me, I'll beam him.
an eye for an eye.
Yeah, eye for an
Makes the
eye
world
makes the world blind.
You're right. You're right. Basically, sorry, the thing what you're saying is correct.
You should always
you
try
should
to be the better
always try
person.
to be a better person rather than learning from other people's bad doings or something. You can say bad doings. I don't know,
Bad deeds.
Bad
bad
deeds.
deeds, and then thinking about like, oh, he did it for me. Let me do it for other guy.
Yeah,
Let him learn a lesson.
It's called, what do you call, the circle of hate? Or
Something
circle
like
of
that. Something like that. Not sure, but yes, it's like reflecting what you have been through in others.
yeah.
So because
I ain't a saint.
this brings to the next subtopic is that this has an impact on your mental health as well. Yours, you're impacted by it.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Because see, I could say that it is a domino effect. Because see, if you have been through such a relationship or a friendship, you will keep it in the back of your mind, in your subconscious, that yes, you'll be very vulnerable.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, you'll be very vulnerable, and then you will, yes, you might in time forget it, but if it happens again, then
You will go back in your shell.
Yeah, basically, yes, that's the thing. So, yes, you're right in a way. I could feel it. Yes. What do you think? Like, how do you perceive?
I agree to you. I mean, these are normal, like I mentioned before, these are different mechanisms, defense mechanism, like
Or
where
the coping mechanisms, you can say.
similar. So, but usually what happens is, like, let's just say that you're unfortunate enough to have your first group of friends are maybe toxic. Okay, so I believe personally, be it friendship or relationship, it's not fair for the upcoming friends or the ones who are coming in the future. They do not need those prejudice from you. Like, just because you've had these bad instances or experiences, you would not shut yourself. For
You should
maybe-
not shut yourself to new experiences
New
because of previous bad experiences.
exactly. But it's also human nature to learn from
you
your.
are correct. I would
okay.
say you all are correct, but you will still have your subconscious telling you.
No, that's true.
to
That's
be
true. That
cautious.
is the human
Yeah,
nature.
of course,
I
of
absolutely
course.
believe
That
It's-
you
it's-
cannot fully go into something being like it will be beautiful, but
Yeah.
your self will not allow you to go forward like that until you
Yeah, that's
judge that person with like compared to the others. Like, you will ask about that person with this.
Yeah,
guy,
this
with
is
the other
this
guy.
comes into overthinking,
Yes,
anxiety,
yes,
stress,
exactly.
and all these all things they cause a stress on you, on your mental health, of
Well
course,
said, well said.
and it can easily lead, especially nowadays, to depression. So you should be wary, of course.
Yeah.
If you had past experiences or you're going through this, always contact a specialist.
Yeah.
So what are the different
That's
types
not gonna be
of
cut out, right?
friendships or sorry, or relationships toxic that you find?
Like types of toxic
Yeah,
friendship.
yeah. Like what? One example is
Relationships.
frenemies who appear they are your friends, but they're actually plotting against you behind your back. Or they
Frenemies,
they talk bad about you behind your
Yeah.
back.
No, I
To
mean,
others.
A
so
lot.
the thing is, like, then I wouldn't want to term them frenemies and all, because I'm not.
No,
feeling
but the
friendly
thing
with
is, to your face,
Yeah.
they're always friendly. They
Yeah,
are
the-
always
What
there.
was the term?
You know,
frenemies.
But internally,
frenemies.
frenemies.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even want to use that because it's like in the first place you question after a certain age you start questioning why you entertain them in the first place. Why you could just be you can put them in this box called acquaintance or something.
Philosopher.
No, I'm not. I'm just like I have so much to look back on. So I've had my fair share of
envy you,
toxic
bro.
friends.
But the thing is, you don't know till you're too late, right? But
Yeah.
these friends, they appear friendly in front of you when you're there in front of
no,
others
but,
as well.
no, I
But-
disagree on that. Like the thing is, after years of having my fair share of toxic friends, one of the easiest and most widely
being
recognized pattern.
Being one.
No. One of the most easiest and easily recognizable pattern of a toxic person is just notice how they talk about others. Okay, so if you want to
They
know if
talk
they're the
about
ones who are
others
going to
when
talk,
they're not there is
Exactly.
my red flag.
or just in a general way, I mean, the thing is like in the times of difficulty, I just remember the wise words of the what's the bear in Winnie the Pooh?
What?
Winnie.
the Pooh.
Winnie.
Winnie the Pooh is Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, okay. So he says there's this line. I don't know if it's a piglet who said this or it's a bear. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Anything.
There's a nice saying also. If you don't know what you say, don't say.
That's like same old chakna in new package.
So, what do you think? What is your perspective towards it?
We will
Have
come
you
back to
been
yeah, we will
have
come
you
back to the
been
personal
in kind of
experiences.
things like
Yes, I haven't, but we'll come back to personal
but-
experiences
Why
towards
you
the
don't
end.
want to elaborate it?
At the end. At
we
the
wouldn't
end.
want
at
to
the end.
name or name and shame because it's
Absolutely not naming or
yeah.
not.
I will name and shame also. But let's go with the next one. How do you go about setting boundaries if you still want to remain friends with them, or you go
Oh,
about just
this is
ending the
easy.
friendship?
I want some
this
guidance.
is
I want
easy.
some guidance.
This is easy. I would say
No, you would go set up boundaries after you know that it's a toxic relationship, friendship, or you just go and just end it.
Okay, I have a perfect this thing for this. So what you do is like if you want to maintain, so you definitely have to understand the fact that if you have a situation where you want to keep them like in your vicinity but not be accessible to you as much. So let's say the common category of people that come in this is colleague. It's safe enough to see that. So because you can't completely avoid them, you need some kind of collaboration with them to get the common goal in the office done. So in those cases, I would say you keep boundaries. Now there's a very thin line.
Not just colleagues, it's your
Or just-
personal
yeah,
your
just like-
personal relationships
exactly.
also, because even if not for us, there are
True.
people who have these kinds of relationship with their blood relatives as well.
Yeah,
So for
sure.
those also,
Absolutely.
these rules need to be applied. You need to set boundaries, or you just for relatives.
I would
you
say
can
I would
do
say it's like keeping a
high and
lukewarm-
by.
not just high and by to a point where indulge in their happiness and their sorrow or whatever it is, but to a point where it's just the right time. I mean, I'm also losing words, but just know when to leave. Like if you're going, if it's a function or if it's a whatever, if it's a visit or whatever it is, have determine a sweet spot time that you're going to spend with them or something, and then leave. No, don't burden them with secrets that you might regret later on if things are not cool with them in the future. So don't burden them with the fact, like a heavy, not secrets. I would say, but I would say not be emotionally open to a point where you're vulnerable.
Emotionally vulnerable.
Exactly. You have to be like if it's a relative. That's how
But no,
bonds are.
you don't have to be. If you know that they will
Yeah,
use this
yeah.
against you,
Yeah,
then you don't.
So exactly, just don't give the power for them to like, smash it back.
Yeah,
and point it
manipulate you
towards
in the
Yeah,
future, or
exactly. So I would say,
gaslight you.
so it's not just about like high and buy. Like because high and buy will wither off if it's relatives especially. But the
There is
emotional
still-
factors are like all time high.
Yeah, but
right?
there is
It's like
still
extreme high or low.
the option to cut off ties.
Absolutely,
Many
you see
people
this
have
in
done that.
most of the Western.
Yeah.
It's more acceptable, but in India, it's still a taboo to like
Yeah,
maybe cut off
exactly.
ties with family, or it's considered because we, as the subcontinent, if you take an example, we're more sentimental when it comes to family.
We
Right?
should
We
be,
have
but
yeah,
to a point. To a point.
I agree to it.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of things. I've been through a lot of things. I've gone through good and bad and whatever.
The wise old man. What was
It's
it?
like the thing is
Uh,
like I've seen so much things now. For me, it's just like
The veteran. Virati the
I
veteran.
don't like just listen in one ear and leave it in another. I just be in my own world and my
You
family
listen
and
through your
music.
left or the right.
I have like few friends, like handful of friends where I just hang out. That's it. I think those handful of friends are more important to me than the whole 100 of friends where I used to, like go around the place.
How do you
Polish.
build on positive or healthy relationships, friendships?
Oh, okay.
How do you, first of all, identify them, and how do you build on them, keep them?
Okay, so I think to identify, one of the first things that I noticed in the that if it's my type or not, it's like very simple. In Hindi, there's a word. It's called vatavran.
Okay.
Environment.
Wait, that's
Surrounding.
what it means. Vatavran. Vatavran. I thought it meant. I thought it meant vibe.
Vatavaran
Vibe.
is
Vibe.
No.
Yeah, vatavran means vibe.
No, Vatavaran is not vibe.
No, it means vibe.
Okay, let's vibe. Okay.
Yeah. So
Vatavaran is not vibe.
what's vatavran? Atmosphere, surroundings. It's exactly. How do you pronounce it? Exactly. Millieu.
Kamal, you say.
Milieu.
Milieu.
Yes.
I said same thing. Milieu.
That means I was right.
Okay, so like I don't know what is vibe then. I mean,
Okay,
I wanna
doesn't
find
matter
out.
what is vibe.
Let me
just
ask.
go ahead
Let me
before you
ask.
forget.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
No, the thing is like general the general formula is for me to identify the person does he or she they them give me a good vibe. That's the first and foremost. Second, are they too focused on talking about other people, maybe not in a positive way. I like people who talk more about ideas.
Vibe in Hindi is.
Anubhuti. Yeah, so I look for anubhuti of people. So
Let's see.
it's not what happened, guys. I'm
See,
sorry about that.
everybody has its own
Anubhuti.
thing of coping to
Yeah.
good things or bad things. Like my mom used to say, not all fingers are
Are
the
the
same.
same.
So everybody has their own thing, and we are not, or I am not the person to judge anybody's good or bad. The person,
The only thing I
Yes.
think you can judge overall is the actions they take with you. I would say that you can judge, right?
No, we can judge the person.
No, you
completely from
cannot
head to
judge
toe.
without
You cannot
context.
judge,
I don't
yes.
think
No,
so. You
no,
can
no.
do.
I mean to say, like, what? I don't know. There's this stigma of not associating the word judging with when you meet a friend. We
Having
have-
an opinion is fine, but
no,
judging
no,
is
no,
like
we do,
you.
we do. We just don't
judging is
say
like
it.
you
but
are,
we
you are,
judge when we meet the person for the first time. We judge. We judge if the person's fitting to be our friend or not. We judge the outcome that's going to
No,
happen. if we're gonna
I
associate
believe
with
we
the person
form
for
an
long.
opinion around them. Judging,
judging a
Yes.
person
Opinion-
is completely
No,
different.
I would strongly disagree. Unlike books or movies, when it comes to people, you can't take other people's opinion because what their actions that has been rubbed off
See,
to
you
those
can
people.
but
take
people
you
do
can-
take other people's opinions
Opinions.
when watching a
That's-
movie or book.
You can
or-
take suggestions.
That's what
But you
reviews
can't
are.
take that for people, right? Like suppose if I'm introducing my friend and I'm telling that this person is a nice person, but you can't take my suggestion.
No,
I'm
because
very-
nice
I'm
for
very
you
open
and
about
nice
it.
for
I'll
me
just
is
say
different.
You should, bro.
you don't
That is
and
beef.
you can't. That's mean. That's
I'll,
rude.
I'll say directly what it
It's
is.
beef.
It is what it is.
No, that's the thing. It's
See, at the end
good,
of the day,
bad is subjective
yeah.
I
in
get
a
it.
way as well.
I get what he meant, like but at the end of the day, it's
Especially
really-
nowadays, very subjective.
Very.
I don't know for what reason. Good should be good, bad should be bad.
I just want to see something.
One second. Milieu.
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 Milieu. I don't know why my hand goes like that when I see it, but it's like
Why is he taking everything in French?
German, French, everything apparently.
Polish.
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 What do you call a German?
Let's this. We don't want this to be another one of those
Okay, cool guys.
cut episodes.
Yeah.
I agree with you in partly that once
Partly.
you meet someone and the vibe they give off is also important in a way. You form a partial opinion about them, but it's not like you have to meet them like at least 2 or 3 times to get a complete or a partial complete
How-
picture of them.
How you define a person? Whether he see some people when you come across as like when you come across a person, how see for me it's very difficult to I won't say judge, but to the character.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
When we were playing in
And
as
the
football,
location, yeah.
we were playing football.
Mm.
You were not part of the group, but you used to come to the same place, right? So we used to play as a team against you. So we had a very negative opinion because of the physicality you brought. But then we all started to play in the same team. We socialized. We went out, ate, and now we are very good friends.
Yeah.
So
We have a team.
this see it can turn from a different bad opinion to a very good opinion.
Yeah,
And
but
it
that's
can turn
only
from the
because
opposite as well.
you did see, like you said that you.
We didn't
did
judge.
get
We
there.
had a bad opinion about it.
No, but
We're like, this guy
Yeah.
does this or that, like that only.
No, but there was something that you saw, like a green flag in him, even though at the beginning he was being rough with you guys. I was gonna ask, but you kind of answered it. Have you been toxic to somebody and was not able to rectify it to them again, like after you realized?
Just said
Did
Yeah,
you,
I tried.
he answered in a way, but he kind of cut off completely. That's what he said.
No,
But did you have a redemption or something, or
see, you
not
can
through words or
either-
something where they now realize, okay, fine, this person, because it's more beautiful when the person that you've been rude to or you've been toxic to, when they find out, not you with words or like long text messages or anything that involves with talking, but more of an action, maybe inside action and silence. Or
sometimes the person just doesn't want to see you, then
Oh,
what you
yeah.
can do here,
Yeah,
right? So thank you
Yes,
for watching.
Thank you for link in the description.
For what?
yeah,
Whatever
give
is
us
gonna
give us the
come.
likes and subscribe.
the
If
like,
it's gonna come,
subscribe,
if
and-
our logo or
If-
shirts
just
is everywhere.
next, just if you have guys any topics or anything,
Put up in the
relationship-wise
comments.
or whatever thing, if you want to know more, if you want to know our opinions, our suggestions, please do
Yeah.
comments below.
Like and
just share
subscribe.
just share your anubhuti with us.